Oh man. Oh wait, hold on. Here we go. All right. Victor, what's up, Vic? Mustang Gamer. Socrates, what's up, bro? Gorilla One. As you guys come in, you'd be so kind. Slap the like button. Type something in the chat. We're gonna shout you. WWE, give us up, my brother. We're gonna have some fun here today. You guys see the topic. Hold on 1 second. Hold on. Flair Drama, what's up, my brother? Hold on 1 second. Watch out, though. Oh man, I don't know what will show up, bro. Oh man, can you guys hear me loud and clear? Any Stab, what's up? Hello, you guys. I mean,
you're a titty man, so you got to titty. You know what I'm saying?
Nigga Z came in. He be coming in at the right time.
Hey man, what the hell going on in here, man? Wait, hey.
Shit. Z gonna come in with the
bullshit.
Oh,
even throw a monkey wrench in it.
Ladies and gentlemen. Oh man, these are dudes back here.
Game Pass. Oh, my bad.
Oh man.
My bad.
As you guys come in here, you'd be so kind. Slap the like button. Just have a little fun here today.
My bad, chat. That was Buck back here talking about he's a titty man. What are we doing here? We're gonna throw Buck under the bus. Fuck it.
As you should.
Yeah. The chat, y'all know what time it is, man. Y'all know what day it is. Y'all see the topics of the show. If you can, please, don't be no coons. Hit the like button, share it out, and then we're gonna go from there. How about that?
Yes, sir.
When I call your name, y'all already know what to do, man. We got my brother. Oh man, let me see.
Praise God.
All right, praise God, man. Let me see. Make sure we get some super chats going in here. We got my brother CD David in the house. We got God damn it. Hold on. Jesus. Hey, Z, I'm finna blame Phil right now, man. He don't want to believe it.
Oh, man.
He messing with my browser. Bing. He done switched it from Google to Bing.
Oh man.
Pastor Joe's boyfriend in the house. Voxstein, what's good, my brother? Mustang Gamer, Gorilla One, Phaedra Socrates, W Vine Games in the house. Fledgeron, I see you. Carlos Torres in the house. Danny Stab, what's good, brother? Pastor Joe's male lover. Listen, I hope Pastor do show up today, man. We're gonna beat his legs. Dynamite J in the house. We got Lunchy. What's good, Lunchy? Muck. What's good, brother? Stony in the house. What's good? Mighty. We got Mighty Man in the house. What's good? Skalashi. What's good? He said, what misinformation are we talking about today? Stallers out, Skalashi. You already know what time it is, brother. Xbox is dog shit. The traditional, you know what I'm saying? The traditional stuff. What else we got? Did I miss anybody? Hit the like button, share it out. Let me go ahead and tweet it out.
Do I tag you on Twitter? You be so kind to retweet it.
Hey Z, I want to know why they keep putting the Xbox name on shit that doesn't need an Xbox to play it. That doesn't make any goddamn sense.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. That's the
because that Meta VR, it says it right on their page. No console required.
Well, they slapped the Xbox sticker on it, and on all these devices that ain't got nothing to do with fucking damn near gaming.
Yeah, you know why? Because the console going away. So hey,
Yeah,
we don't do this.
they trying to, yeah.
So the console, what you mean? The console still like about, nah, Joe. Hey, no. They just, we going to these.
Yeah, we ain't falling for that. No. You say we ain't falling for that okie doke Z?
The banana in the tailpipe, no, not today.
Yeah. Oh man, praise God. We got Tommy Bull in the house with the $2. Better see GTA 6 on that handheld day one or it's a PC. Big bigs. Hey, you went to other news. We got I don't know if you heard today, Z, but we got Hellblade 2 coming out on PS5. We got a date. You can wish list it and pre-order it right now. It's gonna be the definitive edition on PlayStation with 60 frames and extra ray tracing and all kind of shit. But the Xbox Series
60 frames. I said 30 was more cinematic. How are you gonna get it on 30?
Yeah.
No, Z, it gets better.
Well,
that's what the bots told us. Remember, Mello argued with us, talking about, nah, she can't do more than one thing at a time. You know what I'm saying? She's just a female.
Oh man, hey, yo, that's crazy. So wait.
Well, guess what, Z?
What?
Guess what, Z?
What?
They said it right there. Series S doesn't get 60 FPS. Only the Series X.
Well,
that's what we're talking about.
Yeah, so if that was the case, if that is the case, when we told them to show, why wouldn't the Series A 60 from the beginning then? It's crazy.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So here's the thing: why is it when Xbox games come to PlayStation, they running 60 frames and 120 with 8 ray tracing and all that shit? They got all the bells and whistles. But the Xbox dudes got to get the 30 frames a second version and the janky version. What's up with that?
Hey, yo,
that's crazy.
They're playing bait.
Hey, yo, if that's not a slap in the face.
Hey, Z, and guess what? In them games, by the way, Hellblade is just $40 for PlayStation. It was $70. They had to pay $70 for it.
Hey, yo, you know what's crazy?
We get the game for cheaper, full feature with DLC and everything.
Hey, yo, if bro, like, if Jokers ain't running to the streets now, screaming bloody murder, then won't nothing make them, bro. Like,
See, you're kind of you're pretty low on the show right now.
I'm low on the show.
Yeah. Jackknife said you sounded low too.
I want to see something here. Make sure I got my wait, hold on.
Like whispering. I don't know.
Hold on. Let me see. Make sure I got my thing here turned up. Royce video. 1 second. Oh, what is it? Mixer. Let's see. Mixer mic chat. Samples. I don't know. Let me see. Still sound low?
That sounds a little better. Because I know I had you up pretty high and you did sound lower.
That sounded good when you got up to the mic too.
Oh, my mic was backwards. I just turned it around.
Yeah.
Right.
Make sure you get. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah. So
they said it sounds good. This sounds better.
Yeah. As I was saying, we love. That's bananas, man. Like that's man. Like, hey, man. Like what? Hey, bro, this is wild, man. Hey, look, bro. Believe it or not, I'm a lost words here, man. I don't know what the hell to say here.
And that's saying something because that's their own game. That's not that's their own shit.
Hey, but I'm not gonna lie, bro. They right now, listen. If any, I don't listen.
They were probably trying to get it to work, is what you know what I mean. They finally said they can't. They just can't.
No, it's not that.
Look how long it took Baldur's Gate.
No, listen.
Look how long it took Baldur's Gate.
The Baldur's Gate. They made one copy, one code for the Series S. That's their focus. They focus on the Series S. When Starfield came, they got the same. Listen, bro. Listen. It's fucked up, and it's sad to say, but they have, man.
You were right, Z.
Hey, bro, I told you what it was. They want
that Series S was an albatross from day one.
Yeah, I told motherfuckers. Hey, but you know what? No. Real talk. This says a lot, right? No, it don't say a lot. I mean, it is what it is. But now all the other motherfuckers talking about the tools, the scale. I told you, them motherfuckers been lying from the beginning. I told you. Ain't that much scaling in the goddamn world. If it was all much scaling, like I said, there be no need. You got one console that's full.
You can only scale so much.
If everything, I told you, if everything was scalable, there would no need for the generations. I can keep what I got.
A new generation. Yep, that's true.
Yeah. Oh man.
Very true.
Yeah, we got another bill here. Let me put this on.
Yeah.
If I tag you on Twitter, be so kind to retweet it, please.
Oh shit! Here come the Xbox Defender game trousers with the $5, my brother. Stop lying, Z. Hellblade 2 was $40 on the Xbox, not $70. Jay, did you say the game was trash? Also, Xbox is not putting out in Europe. Stop the fake news, y'all.
What are you talking about?
Hey, that's exactly how the nigga typed it.
That's how they sound.
That's how he said.
Man, hey, my brother Game Treasure have lost at least 100 goddamn bets betting on Xbox, and this nigga still show up every day defending this dog shit.
With the pom-pom.
Yeah, bruh, it's over. Why you keep defending this dog shit? I don't understand it.
Yeah.
They're not even defending it. That's what's funny. Like Microsoft's like, we're out.
Hey, bro, don't want to believe it, man. It's all good though. We love you, Game Trousers. We glad you're here, brother. Hey, Game Trousers, we'll swap you out for that whole ass Pastor Joe. You know what I'm saying? But he probably gonna show up in a bit. Yeah, Game Trousers again with the $2. It's over, Jay. Why are you still talking about it? Cause I want to rub it in your face. Pause. No pause. No pause.
Yeah, what you say? So you ready to talk about it's over, man? All right, man.
Yeah. So it's crazy. Like, you know, we talk about Xbox being dog shit. And they'll say, yeah, PlayStation 1. Now, don't talk about it no more. They don't want us to bring it.
Oh, no.
You know what I'm saying? They don't want us to bring it up.
Hey, no, we gonna
They want that nanny.
We gonna laugh, make fun of you goofy ass niggas going defending that bullshit for all these years.
That's what you get for calling us crazy, for trying to warn you.
Fighting with us for the last 3 years. Nonsense. It's crazy.
We tried.
We told y'all once Microsoft spent that $70 billion, $100 billion to get ZeniMax and ABK, we told you what time it was going to be. Y'all didn't want to believe it.
Y'all didn't want to listen to us when we told y'all the Game Pass is stagnant. Y'all didn't want to listen. None of that shit.
Where's Freddie Wayne to tell you guys what the?
Hey, how about the no day and date shit too?
Yeah, we're gonna talk about.
How about the no day and date shit? They're doing 4 or 5 indie games day and date, but none of theirs. That's hilarious. I love that shit. PC guys don't buy enough to verify the port, because if they would, you would see it going faster, not staying the same.
Yeah.
They don't buy enough.
So was
PC guys are the only one that's keeping the Xbox brand relevant. Like, bruh, because the console guys, y'all ain't shit like no more. Like, y'all need to pack it up.
Yeah, that shit, wow, man.
Did that really drop? Wait a minute. I'm seriously, did that really fuck these Xbox dudes up? Because, like, where's Max City? Where's fucking... Where's Pastor? What the hell?
They're starting to realize, bro. They starting. I was telling Jayla a minute ago. Like, I've been looking at a couple of Xbox guys' videos, bro. They all like, yeah, it's over. This shit over.
Oh, you talking about this month before? I mean,
why did it take Europe dropping out for them to finally come out?
I mean, shit. It's over, G. Why you still talking about?
And they didn't say they gonna have layoffs. They said they gonna have major layoffs. Major.
Yeah, because they don't need all them console people no more.
Yeah, we got my brother Craig, the tech guy with the $2. He said Xbox pulling out of Europe like run Germany. Oh man. Oh man.
Yeah, and how many developers are gonna get fired because they don't have to make the Xbox version no more?
I just can't believe how in the 360 days, it was a lot of people buying Xboxes with the 360 in Europe. Now it's like these last 2 generations, like it's just nowhere to be found. Like, because when we started, like, remember when we started looking at numbers in Japan and Xboxes was probably selling like 200 a month.
Yep.
So I'm like, okay, that's just Japan. But when we started looking at numbers every place else, I'm like, what the fuck?
Yep.
I'm like, damn, this motherfucker really is not selling. Don't nobody want that motherfucker. And no matter, like, bro, that's why I know I say this all the time. I know motherfuckers tired of me saying it, but they have literally tried everything, selling Game Pass for $1 for years. Nobody still want the motherfucker. Like, bro, what else can you do?
Yep.
Like, what else? They have the best. If anybody, like, listen, I'm a PlayStation guy, but I will tell you, Game Pass, yes, anybody that, like, bro, y'all get all of, don't nobody still want that shit. Don't nobody want it.
Here you go, big money.
I don't know if it's just I don't know if it's the brand or the people that's running the brand. Like, what is it about Xbox people don't like?
Here's what a lot of people don't know. Last gen, at the beginning of the gen, PlayStation was in twice as many regions as Xbox. They were in 26 compared to 13.
Yeah,
so that had a lot to do with it.
We got some bills here too. Hold on a second.
Yeah. We got W Vine Games with the $50. Praise God. Praise God. I miss blessing the one-on-one with Tim and definitely didn't get to throw that Candyman fuck nigga sent by Dirt in the room. Oh man.
Hey,
he brought Candyman.
Hey, yo, hold on. So look, I did this. I fuck it. So what am I here? Here we go. We go ahead and take it together.
Yeah, we got Tommy Bull with the $2. Right. Ban whispering from the show and Freddie. Oh man, yeah, he ain't lying.
All right, so if you know, because I haven't spoken to Tim Dog on air. We talk every now and then behind the scenes and shit. I mean, text each other. I mean, so we did the one-on-one Sunday. We had a dope show, right? So the show was winding down. I see somebody in the chat. What's the guy named Paul P? Something like that, right? Yeah, you guys gotta run. We run inside, boom. Something like taking him come in. I'm talking shit, right? So I'm like, all right, boom. So he came in. Just like that nigga came up half locked, half unlocked, half cocked, right? I'm doing some wall shit, right? So I'm like, all right, boom. We swapped out some guy, man, boom. I was straight rocking out or whatever, right? So I don't never see like dirt in them in my chat, like I don't never really see them in the chat and stuff, right? So I see your hands up. Some guy, he's like, you won't come through Monday or whatever. Some guy, he's like, all right, cool. So I guess I got out because I didn't do a show. Like I said, I didn't go on Monday. Because with the heat, my grandmother insurance, I had to go down and get this shit. We had to bring him here with me. Make a long story short, so I see him on the panel with Dirt. He gonna send me a text like, man, you know what, man? What he say? Hold up. What this nigga say? Hold on. What he say? Man,
you may have heard of me.
Yeah, man. You know what? Me and you, we just get a difference of opinion. Ain't no need to come back in the Dirt and try to bring his ass back. Oh man. Yeah, man. We got a difference of opinion. Your audio ain't using your audio ain't matching your visual, man. We're gonna be going around in circles. I said what I had to say. XO. Like, oh man, all right. Yeah, I don't think bro coming back, man. But yeah, what's out there? What's the number left? Yeah, hey y'all said Bonsai singing across. But no, she said singing across for the console.
You know why? Dirt fucking told him you're making us look bad because he was getting his fucking ass beat. That's why.
But anybody going to defend an Xbox with that off the wall? I mean, here's the thing:
we're all kind of off the wall recently, though. Like R&B was really talking his shit the last week too.
Oh man, yeah.
Like all the Xbox dudes, they were really trying to push that.
Me and Jerome was talking behind the scenes. We said, you know what, these Xbox niggas. I said they got to be the slowest of the slow. I said I think all these diehard fanboys like that. But some niggas, you Xbox niggas look so bad. You get the point some of the Sony niggas looking crazy. Is that you niggas is really down bad, and the shit you try to come up and try to defend, do you think you niggas are really winning? That's what I don't understand. You niggas you really get your ass handed to you, hand over fist, but you cover some that you niggas is winning. Like that's the shit that you niggas like, yo, what the fuck? I wouldn't do it. I would just come out and say,
the whole industry.
Yeah, this is where the whole industry is going. No, niggas, you niggas is going. Like I don't understand that because you can clearly see that Sony is not following in the steps of Microsoft. It's totally fucking different. For you guys trying to make it see the same thing, like come on, man. Like, what the fuck are we doing here? It's like this shit reminds me of Trump. Like, we dealing with semantics right now, man. It's how you say neither confirm nor deny. You niggas ain't making no sense. Shit, y'all be coming up with what the fuck, man? Right now, we dominating PlayStation. I mean, every year because you think what games you got? Like, bro, we don't need nothing again. We got all your games. What the fuck are you talking about, man? You know how crazy you sound right now when you say that shit, damn. What did Sony release? Hey, bro, you niggas sound weird as fuck. Like, bro, what the fuck are you talking about, man? Like, bro, they have every. Listen, they get every. What like this? When was the last time you niggas had an exclusive? Worry about that.
Yeah, long time ago.
Yeah. When was the last time? When was the last time Sony releasing? When the last time Xbox had an exclusive, nigga? That's the shit you need to worry about.
Yeah.
They just won Game of the Year last year. Like, we just had an exclusive that won.
Yeah. Slap the like button. Everybody.
Just had one.
Yep.
Yeah, who just had one? Fam, what Game of the Year? What's so much?
Yeah, we just had Astrobot. Now we got Death Stranding 2. We got Lost Soul Side, and we got Yote.
So
that's what we got for this year.
Okay, Big Shaq. Listen here. Hey, Big Shaq. Listen, all right. You only bot here. Hey, bro, for real talk, is this like a cosplay with you niggas? Like, what's up with y'all niggas? Real talk. Like, real niggas so fuck niggas. Like you all just aside in front of God. Yo, you think you guys are being around? You think you guys are gonna be around? Like, what do you like?
Yes, I am, bro. Yes. We here for life, nigga. Get used to it. I don't give a damn how many fake ass shows like this you do. We gonna be here, dog. So go on, get your little script. Go rewrite the script, dog. This shit time, dog.
Easy. Yeah. Bro said the same shit about Dreamcast, man. He ain't learned shit.
That nigga the same thing about the Sega Saturn.
Yeah. He said that about Ouya. Remember he was a Ouya in the Google Stadia.
You no longer have to be looking at men balls. You know.
What the man?
There you go.
Hey, yo.
Come on, man. You trying to make the show go left, man.
Man, balls. Damn.
Hey, I don't know what Pastor was talking about.
I thought he was in here.
I don't know what Pastor was talking about. Yeah, but anyway, you like I said, you guys see the topic of the show here. We got Digital Foundry comes out and slams the Switch. Not just them, but when everyone would talk about it, when Digital Foundry did the tear down, they were talking about the screen on it. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, that screen's crazy, man. Especially them charging more. That doesn't even make sense.
Well, here's a question, or Steve. Do you think Nintendo has now hit their, like, you know what I mean, like motherfuckers kind of woke up and say, hey, you know what, we sick of this, like, you know what, it's like, we just half-ass upgrade. You think, like, you know what I mean, you think gamers gonna finally put they, guess, you know, what's their opinion what they want?
Not really.
No, nigga.
I mean, some will, but no, not really. Like the main Nintendo fanboys, they're just gonna buy that. They always buy that.
They went through that with the Wii U.
Yeah, well, I'm just saying. But,
yeah, that's true.
Yeah, I know what I'm saying. So, you know,
this might be another Wii U situation where nobody buys it.
I don't think so. They got games coming, so I don't know about that one.
Yeah, that's true.
Because when the Wii U, the only thing shit. The only thing I've seen far the fans are concerned is when Nintendo had that treehouse and we seen all those people were in the chat and they were saying lower the price. It was chat after chat. I've never ever seen anybody
and the game prices too.
Yeah, the Nintendo fans talk like that to Nintendo, especially while they doing the treehouse. So I'm like I said, y'all remember the show? I was for Nintendo, and the only thing that was holding me back was the price. So now that I've seen the price, I still haven't bought me one. I'm not gonna pre-order. I'm not gonna do any of that. So I really hope that this is resonating with a lot of Nintendo fans out there, and they really need to put their foot down and say, "Hey, bro, we're not gonna do this shit. We're not going to do this. We're not going to pay these high ass prices for a 10-year-old hardware. We're not going to do that." You know what I mean? I understand. Like now, as far as the games are concerned, the games look like they're going to be okay, but I'm focusing on the price. These $80 and $90 games, they have to stop. I don't know what Nintendo were thinking. You know what I mean? When they decided to do that, and the hardware, you know, we can go back and forth all day with the hardware, the specs, and everything like that.
Yeah, but that screen for that price, that's fucking crazy.
That's I think that's where everything, the bottom line is the price. And we need enough Nintendo fans out there to say, hey, we're not going to buy this system. We're not. But we're not going to find nothing like that out for a while. Like I said, way before, like me and J-Dub said, like when it first initial come out, of course it's going to sell out here, sell out there. But we all know that it didn't really sell out like we used to. Because like I said, when I got my first Switch, I couldn't get that motherfucker for 6 months. And it's not like that. I can walk in right now and buy a Switch 2. I can go anywhere in Cincinnati and buy a Switch 2. It wasn't like that when the Switch 1 came out. So evidently all of them didn't sell. And I think it's a lot of people out there, you know, saying that they're not going to get this system and we're not going to pay that much for these games. But we're really not going to find out shit like that until the holidays, until, you know, Nintendo start telling us the numbers and stuff like that. And we're not going to hear nothing until the holidays. So,
yeah.
I don't know what's going to happen with that.
What was the
You said what?
screen?
You think they do a price drop before the holidays if it's not selling?
Hell no. No. They not gonna. That's one thing about Nintendo. They so stubborn.
They too prideful. They'll let that bitch go out like the Wii U. Remember, the Wii U didn't really have no price drop like that.
Because remember, when I think with the 3DS, it was one of them, and they wasn't selling shit, so they dropped the price like that first year.
Put $100.
Well, this is not like that. Like they selling some Switch 2s, but they're not like with the Wii U. It wasn't that motherfucker. They probably selling 1 million in 1 year with the fucking Wii U.
And that bitch was still like $400 when the Switch came out.
This is not like that. It is people out there still buying it. Like I said, we're not gonna find out no numbers, I think, until the holidays, and that's what Nintendo waiting on. They waiting on the holidays to see how many people that's going to buy the Switch 2. But like I said, I think it's a lot of parents out there that's going to say, wait a minute, Johnny, didn't the Switch 1, when I bought you those Switch 1, it was $300.
$299. Yeah, $299. Yep.
Now this motherfucker $499. Nah, I'm good, Johnny. What about that PlayStation? You like that PlayStation?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like, bro, if you don't realize the PlayStation 5 is the best console on the market right now, you are fooling yourself right now. You are fucking fooling yourself. Now, the PS5 Pro, I even haven't got my PS5 Pro. But the regular PS5, if you haven't getting that, if you are a console player and you're not thinking about PC, bruh, the games haven't went up. The first party games haven't went up. Sony is not charging $80, $90 for their games right now. Bruh, if you're going to get you a console, you need to get that motherfucker this holiday or right now. You really need to get it because you're going to miss out because it is, I'm not going to lie, Sony will raise that price at one point. I don't think it's going to be for a couple of months, but they will raise that price. So, I don't know. You better get out there and get that motherfucker. I'm telling you.
They about 5 years in.
Shut your ass up.
And then you got to think of it this way, Big Money. It's kind of like, you know how you look at the PS2 done sold 160 million copies and stuff like that. The Switch done sold 150 million copies. A lot of the reason why it sold so many copies is because the price of it, the entry fee getting in it is so cheap where everybody got 2 and 3 of them in the household. But once you get into that $400 and $500 price range, you're gonna limit the amount of people.
It's gonna give you a sense of pause, bro.
Yeah,
and
that's what's gonna. I think ultimately, and when we said this on the show, the Switch 2, the initial sales are going to be high because those are the hardcore. They buy anything, no matter what. They're going to buy it. We need to see what the month number 2 and month number 3 sales are. And we still seeing systems on the shelf. Like you said, you can go in the store and pick one up. Walmart advertising on Twitter all the goddamn time. We got them at GameStop too. So I'm thinking because of that price, they know they're going to sell less amount of them, and maybe they're okay with that, or maybe they're like, well, yeah, we're going to sell less amount of copies, but we're going to backdoor in about a year and give them the Switch OLED version, and them motherfuckers going to go out and do that. But I think the bigger problem is less about the cost of the system, but it's the $80 introducing the $80 games, and then these games where it's the key cards.
Yeah.
The game card. That is so confusing to everybody, and then the
Oh my God, that is so confusing, bro.
So crazy.
Especially when you see them other games like on PlayStation and PC and Xbox that are 70. You're like, what the fuck?
Yeah, listen, Cyberpunk ain't up like fucking $20 on PlayStation and Xbox. Why the fuck is it fucking $70, $80 on Nintendo Switch, and the bitch ain't running number 15 frames a second? And like, it just, I don't know, bro. This just, I don't know. I don't know. Is Nintendo losing it? Right? Have they just got that success that just went to the head?
That's the question.
People always eat.
Yes, they've gotten greedy. They got greedy.
People always say that they always thought that it was Sony, because Xbox basically getting out of the consoles. Oh, well, Sony gonna get greedy and do X, Y, and Z, but Sony didn't raise up prices on their shit. The matter of fact, they lowered prices. They bundling card and shit with it. So it's like, the people that you was scared that they was gonna do some janky shit, they're not the ones doing it. It's the motherfuckers like Microsoft. They raised the price of games to $80. Nintendo, they raised the price of their console and games to $80. It's the motherfuckers that shouldn't be raising their price, because they've shown you they don't make something that warrants it. Now I get it. People say, oh, it's Mario Kart, it sells. I get it. I still don't think that game is worth $80. That game. I still don't think Cyberpunk on Switch 2 is worth fucking $70, $80. I still don't believe the Switch 2, based on what they're giving us, looking at that fucking dog shit screen with the 4-second latency and none of the features that they advertise. They advertise 120 frames a second. Well, we not getting that because the screen not even doing that. It don't even have HDR, right? Because of the screen doesn't support that, and all kind of shit that's going on. We're finding out is it because the lack of competition, or is it because Nintendo getting greedy because they know motherfuckers are gonna buy it anyway? It could be a combination of it all, and we need to talk about that.
Yeah, so what was, like I said, what did it run you to tear down? What was it about the screen that he didn't like? It
was blurry. It has latency. And it doesn't have the advertised HDR. The screen brightness doesn't go bright at all.
Compared to other handheld.
Yeah, and so they compared that screen, the current Switch 2 screen, to the Switch 1 screen, and the Switch 1 screen is way better. And they advertise the Switch 2 as having all these next generation features, 4K, 60, and 120, and HDR, and something is janky about it all, because these Ninja Foundry start testing each one of these features, and they're like, yeah, this shit ain't adding up, man. This shit looking shaky, and they're charging you $500, $450 for it. This is not what it's doing. So, I mean, and it's not just Digital Foundry, it's everybody else. They putting this shit to the test, and the shit just not. It's exactly what we said it was. Z. The system should have came out in 2020. Yep. It's really a Switch Pro. It's a slightly more powerful. If this shit would have came out in 2020, we would accept it. We would be like, okay, fine, right? No problem. Yeah, because based on what you're getting. But this is 5 years later it's coming out. So now the hardware is already outdated compared to the other shit.
And the no VRR in the dock, that's just insane. Like, that's backwards.
Well, and it doesn't even support HDMI 2.1. It's HDMI 2.0.
2.0.
So all the next generation features that will come with the PlayStation 5, like, it's not supporting any of that shit. So it's just, I don't know, man. I think Nintendo just got greedy. Let me pay the bills real quick.
Praise God.
We got Tommy Bull with the $2. Pause, J-Dub. What is Switch OLED version? Yeah, brother.
Yeah,
Johnny J. My brother Johnny J with the $5.
Johnny J.
Yeah, why you had to use the same Johnny? Laughing my ass out. Oh, man. Yeah.
What's up, fucking I mean, I don't know. I told you before that with them going from straight from tonight like $80-$90, that's just crazy. It's just on the air. Yeah. They need that, you know. You can see what it is like.
No, I know people keep saying, well, they're gonna sell. It's gonna sell. Yeah, right. I'm like, okay. Listen. Okay, the initial sale. I want to see what my number 2 and 3 and 4 look like, right? How is this system going to sell for the long term, not just the short term? Now that everybody who 1 and 1 or for the hardcore is out the way, let's see what's going to be next.
Let's see how many they're selling in August.
Yeah, because if that shit is
that's going to be telling.
That's going to be spooky.
You know what? Lately, I've been seeing on YouTube. I've been seeing a lot of YouTubers put videos out saying the Switch 2 is not worth it. I've been seeing a lot of videos like that lately, and I didn't see that with the Switch 1. You know, now before the Switch 1 came out, it was a lot of people saying we don't think this will work. But when it got here, people was like, oh shit, wait a minute, the price is right. You know, you could take it on the go. Everything's smoothed out. And I didn't see, like I said, I'm looking at a lot of videos, and it's a lot of people out there saying that the Switch 2 is not worth it. I'm starting to think, like, it seems like PlayStation had this problem too with the PlayStation 3. Z, do you think at a certain point when you have a great generation like the Switch, like Nintendo did with the Switch 1, do you think it gets to a point in the company where you feel like you can take advantage of your customers?
I just think Nintendo has been allowed to operate in this own bubble for far too long. And the fact that now I think people that might, you know, is the fact that only a blind man can't see that Microsoft's getting out of the console business. They're leaving. I mean, it is what it is, right? We're gonna talk about that in the next. They're getting out of there. So when you're charging those console type prices, $500, you know what I mean? If the Xbox was going still strong, and also it's nothing. If the Xbox would have been a factor, I guess it'd pull like less, you know what I mean, less limelight on Nintendo. You know what I mean? Looking what they're charging, their prices, still a lot of reaches they made, but Nintendo, they're just, bro, they don't know how to read the room. You know what I mean? They just, you say greedy, fuck it, we got Pokemon, we got Mario Kart, these niggas gonna buy it. And they've been getting along with that for way too long.
Well, another thing, Z, is Nintendo got that attitude. They don't care about anybody but they base in Japan, because that's a huge mobile and handheld, you know, market. They don't care. They know that they're not gonna win in Europe and America and shit like that. And it's not necessarily win because they in their own space, right? There's no competition. But like you said, if Xbox was in a good position, right, in gaming and can play their role, they could have made a run for it, because they could have came out with a true Xbox handheld and tried to undercut them. You know what I'm saying? And with Game Pass and with a nice little handheld, they probably would have been able to do something. But Xbox up out of there, you know what I'm saying? Everything they letting other people fucking, you know, they license it out they shit. So they exiting. So we don't know. You know, we do know that Sony working on their new handheld, their new PS6 handheld or whatever. So it's going to be interesting to see. Maybe they can look back and see what Nintendo doing, seeing how they fucking up, and do the opposite and capitalize on that. And they might not, you know, who knows? We don't know. What if this next handheld, they already was success with the Portal, and that's streaming, right? So that's going to be limited. But if they make a run with the new PS6 handheld, and they can just capitalize on the Nintendo market, and like Sony just said in this last financial stuff, hey, listen, we see it. we see the market with Nintendo is. That's why we gave you Astrobot. We trying to capitalize on some of that. So if Nintendo can come with some of them IPs, that's why I say we be having these state of plays and they show the Tinky Winkies. That shit not for us, but that shit is probably for the market that they're trying to get into, which is them Asian markets, and be more palatable for kids. So if they can make, you got Astrobot, if you can make that a household name to kind of compete, you know how back in the day you had Mario and then you had Sonic? If they can make Astrobot that little filler, right, that can fit in between the Sonics and what's the name, they can make a run at it, and who knows? Shit, Nintendo can only afford to fuck up so many times.
Plus, all these other games they're doing from like the China Hero Project shit.
Yeah,
they're doing them in like 6 other countries too. So those are games that'll be coming to PlayStation.
Yeah, but I'm gonna be honest. I think Nintendo is so stubborn and pig-headed. They ain't gonna drop the price. They'll just cancel that bitch and come out with something else with the Switch 3 or some shit before they rectify the situation. They need to lower the price by $100. They need to fucking go back to their game. Matter of fact, their game shouldn't even be $70. Their game should be still in the $50 market. They don't have no motion capture. They don't have no voice chat. They don't have
their
no
game should be 40.
Yeah, their game shouldn't be fucking compared to Spider-Man 2 and God of War and Halo and all that shit. You know what I'm saying?
And shit. It doesn't even compare.
You know when Nintendo went wrong now?
Huh? What?
They got too dependent on third party instead of what got you there, the first party. They got too dependent on trying to make the third party shit work.
They launched the console with only one fucking first party game. They know people don't buy their console to play fucking third party game.
They're like, why the fuck would I try to play Cyberpunk on the road with 15 frames? I just do it on the Steam Deck regularly. Like why?
And the handhelds you can play them. They play a lot better than that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Even with Xbox and the Xbox X, that's not we know that's not selling still. It's that price is warranted. $499, that's worth the $499. Nothing that Nintendo is putting out this generation is worth them prices. Nothing they doing. So I don't that's what I'm saying. Like the only people I can see getting fooled by this is the parents. Little Nicky, little John want I want to switch to mama. If you don't look at those prices, because as parents, we look at shit like, okay, 300, that's cool. 500, little nigga, I can pay a water bill. I can pay my car note with that. Like you just start thinking of shit like that. Like, bro, is this really worth $500? Like them the only people I can see Nintendo getting to is those parents that don't know no better. The grandmamas that's going to buy little Timmy that Switch 2 for Christmas that don't know no better. Them the only people I can see them getting to, because everybody else should have better sense to see that this fucking thing is not warranted the price. It's not.
Yeah.
And then the double whammy with the screen. With them going cheaper, but then them putting staples and shit through it. That's because it's a cheaper screen and there's no like Gorilla Glass or nothing on it.
I don't even.
How do you charge more but put a shittier screen in it? Like that doesn't even make sense.
It's Nintendo trying to take shortcut.
And the motherfucker, how you gonna put the motherfucking screen and the tablet out? And the first Switch got more battery power than the second. Like, bro, everything they did, that motherfucker is a backwards. And you like, wait a minute, what?
Downgrade,
yeah, you downgrade on everything. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like you said, J-Dub, with the third and fourth, I would love to see those numbers. I don't know if Nintendo don't say nothing, that's telling us something, y'all. Because usually when the numbers are good, everybody know Nintendo, Sony, and Microsoft, they will come out and say something. That's why you guys haven't been getting no numbers for Game Pass. For the last year and a half? The Game Pass numbers, because they are bad.
They are bad. While people still think this shit is growing, they haven't said nothing because the shit is bad. Every company does that. They not gonna talk about shit that's bad. They not.
Yep.
So I don't understand the way certain people think with these video games, especially these Xbox guys. I know we talking about Nintendo, but it's just man, that shit just blows me the way. Like I don't understand how the way y'all think sometimes, man. If these companies don't talk about something, the numbers are bad. Period. Period.
That's how we know PlayStation been winning shit. Cause them motherfuckers be proud to come out and talk about their goddamn numbers. Bro, they throw numbers out there we ain't even asked for. They like, you know what I'm saying? This how many anime we have. This how many portals we have. That just shows you the difference, right? So I don't know, man. I think Nintendo need to get their head out of their ass. I know they got they drones that's gonna accept and buy everything, but
yeah, they're posted on the drones right now.
Yeah, that's only gonna go so far, and we saw that because of the Wii U, right? They're not what you call it? They're not invincible. We saw what happened with the Wii U. Everybody like, man, get the fuck up out of here with this. So they can't get too cocky, because again, it's only gonna go so far.
Moving right along, we can go to hello.
Yeah, weird.
Somebody must have to show us. Yeah, they had their mic.
That was me.
Moving right along. This news came out. Yes, we didn't go live yesterday. So Microsoft, again. Now we just said. Remember, it's crazy. The last week, you had major layoffs, right? I told you, right? Now remember, I told these guys. Within like about 2 weeks, maybe 10 business days, we're gonna hear something. So now they pulled out of
Europe.
They're pulling out of Europe. And for you guys still thinking they're getting a new generation, I told you it makes any sense to pull out of markets to go back in and re-enter markets. That makes zero sense. So why do you guys think you're getting new hardware or a console? Like I don't know. So even with this everything, with this whole AMD, even with the boss, like she's the head of Xbox. What did she say here? Oh, you still playing on consoles? Like, you're not on consoles, are you? Like the console was gone. Like
yeah.
Even with the VR thing, that's I don't. Is this? I think it's, in my opinion, it's to this whole branding everything is the Xbox. It's a way of them pulling out and say, hey, no, we're still here. That everything's Xbox. Everything's more than just a console. I just think that they're going, like goddamn, they're ramping down. This doesn't sound like anyone. This doesn't give an indication of someone's gearing up for a new generation 2 years from now. You're supposed to be picking up steam. They pulling on the places, what do you guys think?
They're not pulling out. They're restructuring the business.
Restructuring what business?
Whoa. They're restructuring.
Saying they were
deciding what they're going to do.
Saying they haven't.
Yeah, you know what restructuring mean? Restructuring mean
how you want to play, where you want to play.
Yeah. I'm sorry. Yeah.
Yeah, restructuring is when your plan that you have didn't work out. So now you got to change everything around, lay off stuff. Again, it's restructuring. Your plan that you had didn't work out. Restructuring is never a good thing in any company. It's a negative thing because it's showing that your vision and your plan that you have for the company now has to get shuffled up and rearranged because something didn't work out. And it affects.
But Jada, not meaning to cut you off, Jada, but ain't they been saying that for the last we've been hearing that every 6 to 7 months about them restructuring.
Yeah, absolutely.
I ain't mean to cut you off. I'm sorry, bro.
No, that's their speak of trying to let people know, hey, they're investors basically. Hey, we see how things are. We are trying to fix things. We're trying to go through a restructure, change things around so we can try to be successful. Blah 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 blah. I think ultimately, I'm gonna be honest with you. I think they already told the investors what they're doing and what they're gonna do, but they're saying, hey, we don't want to let the public. This can't be public because we still have some people we want to sell some games to, and we still got people we need to slowly force them to go over to other markets so we can be on the winning end of that with our third party strategy.
We still got a supply we gotta get rid of. You know, we still got whatever's left in the
Yeah. So I'll be honest, man. You really got to be at this point. You really got to be a fool to think they finna double down on more first party hardware system for next generation and another. They're the way they're moving and the way they're branding everything. They're licensed. They've already licensed out the name and the brand of Xbox to Dell, Lenovo, MSI, Asus, and now to Meta. Right? That's a telltale sign. Right, if you see PlayStation branding on all kind of shit, that tells you it's over. That would scare me. That would scare me. So I don't know, man. It is what it is. Either guy's going to accept it or not. But you know, it was GG. And by the way, Ridge he owe us money.
Oh yeah.
Well, let me. I'm gonna start off by saying like this. First of all, to the people that's gonna lose their job, there's nothing worse in the world for you to lose your job, especially if you've been somewhere for more than 10 years.
Yeah.
You know, it's nothing worse. So I feel for those people because that just don't affect that person. It affects them and their family.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because that person is supporting their family. So I really hope those people find a way to get on their feet. I hope they find another job in industry quick. Second of all, when Jada was talking about the restructuring, that took me back to when I was listening. This is before I became like a member. I knew Z, but he was doing this show and he was like just stomping Sony out about them selling buildings and shit. And I really thought like, oh shit. Sony said the same thing. We're restructuring. And that's when, just like Jada said, when they say shit like that, shit bad. Shit is bad around here. And that's just the truth. And after I heard that restructuring, all I heard was EC. Bro, they selling buildings. I've never heard Sony got to a point where they selling their buildings. Nigga, it must have been really bad.
Yeah.
But like I said, I always thought that with the PlayStation 4, that was the best comeback ever. They should have got Company of the Decade with the PlayStation 4 because that one console brought Sony all the way back.
Yep.
Brought them all the way for that one fucking generation. Brought them all the way back. That's why I think it's absolutely insane when Sony said in 3 years they made the equivalent of what the PlayStation 4 made the whole generation. That shit is crazy. That's crazy fucking money, bro. That's some crazy fucking money. I was looking at Inside Gaming. I don't know how many people look at Inside Gaming, but I was having a discussion with Rose. This was a couple of months ago, and Rose was saying that one thing about Sony gonna do the same thing. And I was telling him, and we started talking about when Microsoft said that they're growing 5% year over year, right? And I'm listening to these guys on Inside Gaming the other day, and that's what Rose was saying about, but big money, they're growing 5%. And then dude, them on Inside Gaming said, bruh, for a company like Microsoft only growing 5%, that ain't shit.
Yeah.
That ain't shit to a company like Microsoft. Because you to judge inflation, everything. I ain't even look at none of that shit they was talking about. They was talking like, bro, to judge inflation in that. You got to judge 5% ain't shit to a company like Microsoft.
To a $4 trillion company,
y'all have to look at like the Xbox brand borrowed $70 billion to $100 billion from Microsoft. They gotta pay that shit back, bruh.
Yep.
And the thing, that's why we've been telling y'all, Game Pass is not working for them. That's why they doing all this. They getting rid of every fucking thing because they not getting their money. They did. You know how these companies do? They like to calculate numbers ahead of time. That's why they can tell their investors, look, next quarter we're gonna at least sell about 30 million in these motherfuckers. We're gonna make $30 billion off this shit. The numbers ain't looking right over there, y'all. They not. The numbers are not looking right. We've been talking about this shit for a year. Go ahead, Z. Go ahead.
No. I was gonna say what you were saying about Sony, about them selling buildings, right? Hey, I know. Yeah. If you think about Sony, had like you say, I had a lot of memorable moments with the PS1, the PS2, and with the PS3. But one thing I'm on the record saying this. I give Sony. I think the PS4 was their greatest generation. The reason why I say that because, because a lot of hear me out. The reason why a lot of the multi-plats we have now, Sony's having the head like they used to be exclusive. Like with the PS1, looking down the Metal Gears and the Soul Calibers and all that shit. They was exclusive back then. You know what I mean? And they did come to the right class when they came like 6 months to a year later, right? But with the PS4, bro, like you said, they were selling. They had to bet on themselves, my nigga. Shit was sparse. They doubled down and bet on themselves and dug themselves out of their hole and fought all the way back. Remember, shit was so bad for them. I forgot. I think the name of the Japanese company is called Nielsen or whatever. They do the rating and stuff. Because every year Japan buys stock in some of their Panasonic or even those. They weren't fucking with Sony. Like they was down bad. And to see how they fought themselves back and again. And like I said, that's what I said. Microsoft, they're not some fucking indie small fucking company. They have the resource to do so. Why you say, well, people don't want to fuck with them, and why don't they trust their brand? Look how they do their customers. Look at Hellblade. Look at Hellblade. You give it to us at 30, but when you come to the PlayStation 5, it's 60 frames a second. Like, come on, yeah. That is like a slap in the face. Even if you were a potential customer.
Look at what they did to the only studio that won an award. They closed it, but kept the people from Redfall and moved them to other studios.
Say, bro, the shit they do is not. Bro, it doesn't. If I was, I don't know, like I was an Xbox guy, so that was like we're all just side. If I was an Xbox guy only, and I don't know what they looking at. I was like say, I would be concerned. I would be worried. Not saying like everything's fine. We the best tables ever. Nah, motherfuckers. Like why you think? Like bro, they might take one. They the only one to take one step forward and 9 back. Like they can never just have a week of good news, bro. And it's not that the world.
They finally get VR and it doesn't work on the Xbox. It's only for PC, and you don't even need a console to play it. Like that's just crazy.
Hey, and for those guys,
it's crazy. Yeah.
Good. No, I'm just saying for those guys that say, after what I just said, big money, they can't earn that $100 billion back in a year. It's only been a year. I understand that, but you have to understand too that they calculate these numbers ahead of time, and they see what the fuck is happening now. And that shit is not bringing in what they thought it was going to bring in. Remember the 100 million subscribers Game Pass? Bruh, that's why I said it's been a
year? At the end of
at least a year and a half since they said something about those numbers. It's a reason why they ain't saying nothing, because they have come nowhere close to it.
Yeah.
And that's,
so that means they're closing shop.
Bruh, listen, like I said, bruh, you have to look at that as Xbox got a loan from Microsoft and they have to pay that shit back. And they told them, when you spend money like that, I know $100 billion is going to take numerous years to get that money back. But the numbers are not looking right over there, y'all. They not. Them numbers are not looking right. They ain't saying nothing about nothing. About console sales, they ain't said nothing about fucking Game Pass, and I don't know how long.
Yeah, now you're right.
And they only have till the end of next year.
And when you don't say nothing, that's letting people know, hey, we're not doing too good, man.
Yeah.
And they're trying to do this strategy. Like I said last week on the show, I think it's a good thing that they going down this PC route. I think it's a good thing because they're dead in the console realm. They're dead. They've tried everything, literally tried everything to try to get that console off the ground. They like, I think the last number was like 35 million, bruh. It's just not selling. We know that. I don't think Game Pass, we're not saying, and when I say that, I'm not saying that Game Pass ain't nobody getting Game Pass. Game Pass is not growing like they want it to grow.
Yes.
It's not. It's just not. And I don't know why people keep saying and keep thinking that this motherfucker is not growing. If it was growing, they will say something about it.
Yeah. Big money.
Go ahead.
I'm with you. I don't understand why dudes can't just be honest with themselves. Like, now is not the time to hold the line. Like, the cards are all flipped over. All the, everybody knows what's what. Nintendo doing their thing, Sony doing their thing, and Microsoft is fucking focusing on everything except the Xbox console. The fact that Microsoft themselves are prioritizing their games for PlayStation tells you everything you need to know.
Yeah, but 60 frames.
So, that's crazy. The fact that I'm pretty sure they were able to get a 60 frame patch for the Xbox Series X a long time ago for Hellblade 2. They waited for the shit to come to PlayStation to do that. That means they're not prioritizing, even with Sarah Bond going out there acting like, oh, you still, well, why ain't you made a PC? Why are you still on console? Like, bruh, that tells you everything you need to know. This is over. Dude's still trying to fight a console war that died fucking
months ago.
Yeah, years ago.
Years.
The moment, the 4 games, the just 4 games, that was the end.
Yep.
Right?
That was the beginning.
Yeah. Now they're talking about your old library, and I think that's what the biggest question mark for all of those diehard Xbox gamers. Where if they spent, now granted, most of us don't care about old games. We beat them and then we move on. But if you got thousands and thousands of games that you spend money for and you go back to them every now and then, for some people, it's hard to shake that shit. It's hard to just give that up and go to a different platform and start all the way back over. So Microsoft is working on emulation, from what the reports are, where you can still play your library, digitally or whatever, on a PC or on an app or on, some other platform or something like that. So, I don't know, man. I mean, dudes can come and try to damage control, but I've been saying this: there won't be a next generation for Xbox. They'll tell you the PC, the Asus PC or the Dell Alienware handheld or whatever. They'll consider that. They consider that a goddamn console or however they're gonna try to spin that shit. But let's face it, deep down in your heart. Deep down in your heart, right, with your common sense, you know that goddamn Asus, goddamn ROG Ally X ain't no goddamn Xbox. You know that ain't they shit.
Yeah.
You know that goddamn Meta Quest fucking 3 headset ain't a goddamn Xbox. You know that shit. You can try to save face in public for the dead console war, but the more you act like it don't matter and you doing that job for them. The job, that's why Phil still have a job, because he's very good at selling these Xbox dudes on shit that is against what their interest is. Yeah. Not everybody want to play on PC. If I'm a console gamer, I don't want you to try to push me to PC. Get the fuck out of here. I don't want PC. I want a fucking console, and you need to provide that. And if you ain't providing that, stop beating around the bush, tell me, and let me move somewhere else. And I think they're at that point where Microsoft is not even hiding it anymore. They're not even lying anymore.
That's my issue, though. Go ahead and rip the Band-Aid off. You know what I mean? Because you got still some motherfuckers out there.
Yeah, Sarah Bond still brought up console when she didn't need.
Yeah, but like you got the motherfucker, that weird nigga that was here Sunday, Pull It or whatever his name is. You got some niggas still running around out here thinking, niggas like Pastor Joe think that Microsoft is killing it. You know, like or that or what Sony's like. That's what I don't understand. And that's
Sony's in trouble.
Yeah. That's why you got weird niggas like you keep saying that dumb shit. When the last time Sony released their first part, like what the fuck? Are you not crazy? You niggas stop saying that dumb shit. They haven't had a game.
That comes from them watching them pro Xbox channels like Weebly Green and Boomstick and the rest of them.
They watch the Red Pill Xbox channels like Melon. They watch the Red Pill for Xbox niggas.
Yeah, because think about it. Think about it. Just look what Pastor Joe and them do, right? Pastor Joe, Boomstick, all of them. This is what they do. They sell those Xbox fans a pipe dream. That's their job, is to sell them some lies and some shit. Like when it's some bad news, they tell them it's great news. They tell them, hey, Microsoft is doing great, right? It ain't got nothing to Microsoft really, at this point ain't got shit to do with Xbox.
From my source,
yeah, they'll tell you, and that's what they're doing. But that's only going to last so long, right? That's only going to last so long. And if you still watching Pastor Joe Nim for fucking news, and like at this point, bro, like you get what you deserve. I mean, you deserve what you get. Yeah.
I just, you know what I want to see, J-Dub? Like those 35 million people that has Xboxes now. Now, whatever this thing becomes to be, whatever this hybrid thing gonna be. Once they realize it's more PC than console, like the strictly console guys, I want to see where they're going to turn to. Are they going to turn to Nintendo or are they going to turn to PlayStation? Because there's only two places you can go, because like they said, next generation is going to be room for only two consoles. Yeah.
Nah, we've heard some dudes that say like Boomstick them. They said they'll just get out, they'll just leave gaming before if Xbox was to exit gaming.
I'm gonna tell you what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna turn my Xbox off. The fuck?
Oh man.
yeah, Big Money. Remember, they want to get back at us, so they're not gonna admit it. They'll just hang it up before they admit it.
Yeah. Now, like I said, PlayStation anyway. Yeah, I understand the console war shit. Like, we jab back and forth at each other, but when it comes to like reality, like some of y'all be losing, because I be thinking y'all really into this shit more than y'all should be, and the writing been on the wall for a very long time, like the last couple of years. Like I said, all the time y'all been fighting me and J-Dub and all the other ponies out there, y'all could have raised your voice and said something about the shit that was going on. And meanwhile, while y'all wasn't saying nothing and defending in this bullshit, this is the end result.
Yeah.
This is the end result.
Banging.
You had 2 to 3 years to say something about this bullshit of what listen, there's no fucking way in the world. You are the richest company in the world. I say this shit over and over again. How the fuck you the richest company in the world and you're not, out of the big 3 console makers, you're not the last one raising prices?
Yeah.
Like, how is Sony beating you out in that in that? How is Sony beating you in that? How you keep letting Sony get checkmate on your dumb ass? How they keep letting Sony get away with this shit? All Sony did was sit back and be like, well, we're not gonna raise our prices right now. I'm not saying they never gonna raise their prices, but they did say we're not gonna raise our prices right now. They sat back and kept quiet and just watched Nintendo and Microsoft destroy themselves with these prices.
Yep.
Hey, Big Money, why didn't they wait? Sony does that Days of Play deal every year, and that's known. Like, why didn't they just wait like a month? You know what I mean? And they wouldn't have taken a beating like that.
But I'll never forget when we first seen those prices with Nintendo, how we was sitting up here. I was talking all of y'all, I'm gonna keep it real, every last one of y'all, you too, Heath. Nah, Big Money. It's only doing it next. They raising the prices, Big Money. I'm telling you, they're raising it. There's no way in the world they're raising. But Big Money. You got to understand. If Nintendo do it, Sony gonna do it too. No, man. Hold on. I just don't think they gonna do it right now. They gonna do it, but I don't think they gonna do it right now. And it would be smart as fuck if they do that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because they going to get more consoles out there. They already leading everybody. They already got the 80% of the market. Let's just stomp these motherfuckers all the way out And everybody, soon as Microsoft did it, everybody was waiting on Sony to do it. And Sony was just sitting there like, nah, motherfucker, we good.
Yeah.
We ain't doing nothing, not right now.
And Microsoft
like I said,
was
I'm
the
not
only one to
saying they,
jump on board.
yeah, I'm not saying that they never gonna do it, but bro, the strategy they got right now, I guarantee you that this shit is working. It's working. It's working. They have no need. Everybody get their games from them. Why?
Yeah.
Because like everybody said, they make most of their money with the third party. Everybody got a third party on PlayStation. Not from Nintendo, not from Microsoft. Everybody buy their third party games on fucking PlayStation. Why not kill them even more? Now we gonna make this motherfucker $3.99. You can get a PlayStation 5 $3.99.
What Call of Duty? What Call of Duty?
And they reiterated their no day and date shit too. They said that we're gonna get 4 to 5 indie games.
That's why I say if you're a console gamer, you are depriving yourself of the best console on the market far as pricing, far as everything. You depriving yourself. I don't give a fuck if you are a Nintendo or an Xbox fan. There's no way you can look at those prices and say this shit is worth it.
Yeah.
Xbox dead. Nintendo about to be dead with all these high-ass prices. What's the next best thing? PlayStation. I know we've been out of it a little bit. We haven't been putting out a nice margin of first-party games, but bro, that shit is coming. They have never since I've been a PlayStation fan, bro, they have never let me down. And that's the truth. That's not being a pony or nothing. Y'all know that PlayStation put it down, my nigga. They put it down. As far as games, they put it down. We just got a Goldie today.
Yep.
Come on, bro. Y'all,
Big
like, bro,
money.
I don't understand how you not look at this fucking console and Sony and say, bro, they the best thing on the market right now. How the fuck? I would be stupid if I don't get this.
Big
I'd
money.
be
They forgetting about when the PS5 first dropped, what all it brought out.
Yeah.
They forget about all those games that brought out, and no games came out on the Xbox Series.
Zero.
But what it was that,
and all the PlayStation games had 60 FPS.
Falcon there, and then that split screen game. That's it. That
the medium.
They brought out like 4 games on PlayStation. 4 or 5 games.
I will be the first one to tell you. These last couple of months, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, you good, bro.
I would be the first one to tell you these last couple of months, yes, they have been doing good as far as putting games out. But it's a little too late. It's a little bit too late for that, man. It's a little bit too fucking late. You can see now, I don't know about you, but for Microsoft, this shit is too late. They taking everybody. The only place they got now is they took everybody out of all these other countries. The only other place was Europe. They taking everybody from over there. The only place is America. Like, bruh, it's over. It's over. Give it up. It's over. Like I said, I understand when a pastor get on here, he got to do his little console war thing. But, bruh, you have to understand, if you are a console player, get you a PlayStation.
Yeah.
It's over, Rambo. Go home.
Yeah. I just think some dudes are just in denial. It's not that they in denial, bro. For whatever reason, I don't get it, right? Like, we all remember that. We all remember the Xbox 360 generation. It was a good generation. But we're 2 generations away from that generation. How have you not moved on already? You see what I'm saying? Like, bro, it's like it's over. Like, yeah, the 360, it was great. A lot of things came from that, but that shit is over. The series comes. The management at Microsoft, the management at Xbox, the goddamn Xbox Series consoles, the hardware, software, none of that shit is anywhere near with that 360, and it'll never.
What happened to the tools?
Yeah, the tools.
You know,
the tools ain't never gonna come, man. Tools that we gonna still be waiting for the tools. Hey, all that shit was. I'm not gonna lie. After this generation is over, right? Real talk. And, I understand, I ain't hitting nobody's chat or anything. Hey, Drew, I know we get called up being a liar. We do a bunch of satire. Wait, but some of these niggas got the line with a straight face. some of these niggas be lying with God on having God on the three-way call. I mean, I'm thinking devil of lying. Tell them what they supposed to feel. Only angel get like these niggas straight been lying for so long, bro. Like my God, man, oh man.
Z, they still listen to Jez Cord and them at Windows Central.
Man, listen. I told you that guy had no cover back to Crackdown 3, and he called me anything with Child of God. I told him he was lying about this shit then. And see, but well, slap the like button, ladies and gentlemen. Like I said, if you guys enjoyed the show today, slap the like button, man. You know, I'm gonna go short because we got a heat wave in here. No, I mean the lights keep flicking on the phone. So I mean, they about to go in a minute. You know, it's been like 105 out here in Jersey, man. It was hot as hell. The grounds outside smoking, man. Heat wave. I mean, but Nintendo, this referred with them a new asshole about their screen latency. Their own line is horrible too. I seen that guy Maximilian trying to play what's that Mario Kart online. That looked horrible. He was playing that and what's that battle that Tekken game he had on the Switch, whatever, that old one. That shit looked horrible. The input latency is banana. It's crazy. They charged $5 for that thing too, man. That's wild. Another thing about the Hellblade too. Shout out to my man, Ish. I understand. No, Ish. Some man name. You know what the fuck you talking about? They play with the Eagles. They be in the Discord. I understand it's 60 on the X now, but it's not 60 on the Series S. But it's coming straight off the gate for 60. Like you mean like that's like a slap in the face. I want the game been out. Yeah. I mean you could have get to the Series X at Series X when it came out, but you didn't do that. You know what I mean?
Don't forget, Z.
They beta testers.
90% of the Xbox gamers they got the damn Series S, not the X.
Oh man. I'm gonna get this bill here. This guy here came with this bullshit, man. Oh my God, man. You say what's wrong? You say
I got it. He don't want to believe it.
He came with his bullshit. Come in swinging. Trying to hit us when we close the door. I'm about to fuck you up right quick here. Gold T Gamer.
Oh man.
About to whoop his ass.
All right. Yeah, we got Gold T Gaming with $5. Sony re-released the same game 3 times, and this guy's sucking off Sony. What? PS2 was the best Sony had. PS4 was the second. 360 was the best online console at the time. Oh man!
And all the 360 owners went to PS3.
Yeah,
when the red rang of death.
Hey, that's crazy.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it, man.
Mm-hmm. Hey, J-Dub.
Get your ass out of here, nigga.
What up, big money?
Hey, how much do you think Sony will price that fighting at?
The fight stick?
Yeah.
Oh, I think they'll do 200. 150 to 200. Yeah. It'll be one. That's kind of how all that stuff is.
Yeah.
Like
all the fight sticks are 200, about 200.
All the accessories and shit. They all.
It ain't gonna have that no latency on it. It can be wireless or wired. So
I'll say between 200.
It has their new technology, that light speed or light bridge, whatever technology, and so that's zero latency, so you can do wireless.
I bet you that bitch sell out.
The flight sticks, bro, I always use a controller. I always got them flight sticks, and they'll never fucking use them.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get that bitch if I can get one.
Hey, big money. I didn't realize how much Sony is invested into the fighting stuff, because I forgot about them buying.
They bought Evo in or something.
Yeah, they bought Evo and
PlayStation's always been the preferred platform for fighters because of the D-pad.
Yeah, you know they just had the rumors and stuff how Sony was in negotiation trying to buy the WB Games or whatever, trying to buy the
DC.
Yeah.
DC.
Yeah, that'd be dope.
I'm still surprised how much
all the gaming shit.
I'm still surprised on how much of a good relationship they still have with Marvel. Because they've got a real good relationship with Marvel. So I'm expecting, because I know we still...
Yeah, they making money hand over fist.
Yeah, so I can't wait on that X-Men game. I think they're going to make more character games. I don't know. But I can see them, making more Marvel character games, and I really hope they do. Because I love superhero games. I love them to death. I love them.
Hey, you got 2 bills. One is Gold T Gaming. PS5 only had 3 games come to PC for better quality. And the other one is codenamed JC. 360 owners left to join the PS4 era.
Yeah.
Remember that.
Yeah.
That's facts.
Yeah.
That's facts. Hey, hold up.
Oh, Big Money. What game dropped that dropped today? Because
The Death Stranding.
Oh, it's out now?
Yeah.
Yeah. It was out.
Okay.
It was out.
Tuesday.
The pre-orders yesterday started yesterday.
Yeah. So if you bought the deluxe edition, you could have played it last night.
They got any more collectors out?
Ah, damn.
I don't know. It may be sold out. I got mine. Mine got delivered yesterday. My controller, out for delivery right now too.
Looking on PlayStation Direct.
And you know what? Every time we get like a first party game, bro, we are so spoiled as PlayStation gamers, bro.
So spoiled.
They don't just give us like
we coddled.
Yeah, like, bro, they be like top notch games, bro. They be top notch.
Yeah,
that shit be crazy. Like, bro, we so fucking spoiled. That's why we like. I look at Xbox guys crazy when they talking about we ain't got no game. Like, bro, do you know the history of PlayStation? Nigga, that's all we've been doing is with games. Like, that's all we've been having. Like, they've been spoiling us to death.
Hey, yo, he says,
like, come on, bro.
Said Sony can't even buy whatever burger. Get out of here, man. Hey, Big Steve, don't come in here lying, bro. Yo, we so spoiled right now.
They still got some, J-Dub.
We the Jerusalem. We the true
Get that bill.
I mean, we the chosen ones here, man. We on the promised land. We one of the last tribe here. You know what I mean?
I'm starting to go fund me for a PS5 Pro.
That's why I said last time we might not be Gucci, but we damn near Louis Vuitton out this motherfucker.
Absolutely.
You best believe that, brother.
Absolutely. Ladies and gentlemen, if you enjoyed
we stay booted and zooted.
Slap the like button. Think up to 100 likes, man. Think up to 100 likes, man. Slap the like button. Had a great time to catch. Come back tomorrow with another show. Tomorrow Thursday, come back, hit your knees and with another show.
What about Hellblade?
We talked about everything. Wake up. We don't do
Oh, we talked about Hellblade too?
Wake up, Buck.
Well, what happened to it?
Oh, man.
Was it good?
Happy feedback, all that.
60 frames. Oh, yeah.
60 frames. Ladies and gentlemen, yeah, my big man isn't ready to switch to having the highest software. He said, Z, I guess Big Money isn't privy to switch to having the highest software to hardware transfer. Man, nobody buying that dog shit switch. That shit trash, man. We out here.
Fastest selling console.
Yeah.